Hi, with you Mrs. Iman Youssef, an English teacher for secondary school, grade 3. I am happy to introduce to you The Prisoner of Zenda by Anthony Hope. Is an introduction for the story. The Prisoner of Zenda is an adventure novel by Anthony Hope, published in 1894. The Prisoner of Zenda is set in an imaginary country called RURITANIA, situated somewhere in Central Europe. The Prisoner of Zenda is a story of honor and chivalry as Rudolf Rassendil has done of being a king, facing himself to death with Michael. By the end of the story, the English gentleman has displayed qualities fit for a king and shown the real king the way to behave. Okay, let us now know something about the characters. Here, as we know, the Rassendyll. The Rassendyll family includes Radolf Rassendyll, Robert, Rose Rassendyll, Countess Amelia. Then we have Ruritanian royal family. The Elfberg. The Elfberg includes Radolf Elfberg, King Fifth, Duke Michael, Princess Flavia. Now we want something about Radolf Rassendil personality. Yes, he is a rich Englishman aged 29 years old. He's well educated and intelligent. He does not believe in working for a living as he is comfortable with good social stature. Also, he is a fun-loving and adventurous. He is a man of honor. He is brave warrior who risks his life to rescue the king. Okay? Now we want to something about King Radel the Fifth. He is a king of Ruritania who loves hunting and good food. His air is carefree and humorous. He is not known to many of his people, as he is always abroad. He becomes a more responsible king after the bad things happened to him. Okay? Now something about Michael or Duke Michael. He's a half brother of Radolf V and Duke Strelsa on Loretania. As he spends a lot of time with the people, he's popular among the people, and many people want him to be king. He's ambitious, cunning, wicked, evil, and a cruel man. Something about Princess Flavia personal. She is a beautiful and charming princess who is engaged to the king. She is gentle, sweet, and caring. She is observant and able to note some differences between Radolf Rassendil and King Radolf, but is unaware that Radolf is not actually the king. Okay? Now, some question about the story. Now, question 1. Please listen and think of the answer. Do you admire the character of Radolf Rassendil as a king? Why? Again, the question. Question 1. Do you admire the character of Radolf Rassendil as a king? Why? Question 2. Rassendil had some skills that were useful for playing the role of the king. Discuss. Rassendil had some skills that were useful for playing the role of the king. Discuss. Question 3. SAPT and FRITZ risked their life for their king and their country. Show how. Question 4. The prisoner of Zenda represents the battle between good and evil. in which good always triumphs discuss. Please think of the answer and sure of the answer the next slide. Question 1. Do you admire the character of Rassendil as a king? Why? Yes. Compare your answer with this answer, please. Yes, of course, because he's a brave and helpful man who faced his life to many risks to save the life of the king. Okay? Question number 2. Rassendil had some skills that were useful for playing the role of the king. Discuss. Yes, first Rassendil can speak German fluently, which helps him to speak as a Ruritanian citizen. Second, he is a good swordsman and can ride any kind of horses. This helps him to save the king from his prison. Okay? For question 3, SAPT and FRITZ risked their life for the king and their country show how. Yes? Compare your answer for this point. Yes? They persuaded Rassendil to take the place of the king. Okay? Then, if the plan had been discovered, they would have been arrested or even killed. Okay? Compare your answer, please. Now, question 4. The prisoner of Zenda represents the battle between good and evil, in which good always triumphs. Discuss. Yes, Rassendil here. Look, Rassendil does not have any interest in the throne. He helps Rudolf the fifth by taking his place. He does this to protect the king and country from the evil Duke Michael. Duke Michael is interested to be the king of Ruritania and marry Princess Flavia. Rassendil, Colonel SAPT and FRITZ do their best to save the king and the country from Black Michael. At last, good beat evil. The king is saved and Black Michael die. Okay? Yes. Thank you. Prepared by Iman Yusuf for class 12 and for all the reader of Prisoner of Zenda. Thank you very much.